South Africa is a country found in the southernmost part of the African continent. The country is very famous for its national and world hero Nelson Mandela, who fought against the apartheid policy in the country. It is also very famous for its natural beauty, cultural diversity, and also the African country with the most number of immigrants on the African continent. Many of these immigrants moved to South Africa in search of the African dream. In this video, we discover and explore South Africa. We'll be looking at the country's history, the main cities, the people and culture, and also the South African economy. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone so that they get to learn more about the African continent. South Africa has 5 main cities, and I must say these favorably compare to other big cities in the first world like New York, London, and many other cities. The 5 major cities in South Africa include Cape Town, which has a metropolitan population of 4.6 million. Cape Town is a city and seaport, and it is considered the legislative capital of South Africa. The other major city in South Africa is Johannesburg, or you could call it Joburg. This is also referred to as the City of Gold. It has a metropolitan population of 5.6 million people, and it is the largest city in South Africa. The other big city in South Africa is Durban. The city has a population of 3.2 million people, and it was founded in 1835. Durban is the largest city in the KwaZulu-Natal province, and it is South Africa's chief seaport. Pretoria, which has a population of 2.5 million people, is one of South Africa's capital cities. The city is considered the executive wing, or you could call it the executive seat of the South African government. The other one is the Soweto Township. This is found in the Gauteng province, and it was originally set aside as the residence of the black population. It has a population of 1.8 million people that live in it. Taking you back 2,000 years ago, the early occupants of South Africa are believed to have been pastoralists, and also they are believed to have been people that engaged in agriculture. These practices are believed to have been copied from South Africa's northern neighbors of Botswana and also Zimbabwe. The early communities that are believed to have lived in South Africa were the Khoi people. As time moved on in the latter years, migrations started happening in South Africa. The Bantu-speaking people of East Africa migrated to South Africa, and today as we speak, these are the majority in South Africa. The first Europeans to migrate to South Africa were the Portuguese, and these had their first ships dock in South Africa in 1488. Later, the British and Dutch challenged the Portuguese and they took over in the 17th century. By the end of the 17th century, Dutch colonialism was very evident in South Africa. The Dutch took over most parts of the country. They had already even begun enslaving the Africans that were in the country. The British and Dutch kept exchanging the administration of South Africa through various treaties that were signed between these two countries. Among these treaties was the Treaty of the Amiens in 1802. As years progressed, these two European groups continued fighting the local communities and also kept suppressing these local communities. Fast forward, South Africa gained her independence in 1994, and this was under the African National Congress Party that was led by Nelson Mandela. This all came after Nelson Mandela had been released from prison after 27 years. The South African population is comprised of close to 60 million people, and these are black, biracial, white or Asian people. South Africa is one of those countries with very diverse culture because it includes the Western type of culture, African culture, and the Asian culture. The Khoi and the Sans, who are the indigenous people in South Africa, today scarcely exist in the country. This is due to the various intermarriages that happened in South Africa with other groups like the Asians, which brought about the colored, or you can call it the mixed race, in South Africa. The black population in South Africa constitutes about 3/4 of the population in the country, and as we speak today, this is further categorized into 4 main categories. The largest group of this black population are the Nguni, or you can call them the Swazi people. These occupy the eastern coastal areas and the Gauteng province. The second largest group are the Sotho-Tswana, who occupy the high-veld areas. The other group are the Songa, who are found in the Limpopo and the Mpumalanga province. The smallest group are the Verde, who also occupy the Limpopo province. The South African economy was revolutionized in the 19th century after the discovery of diamond and gold. The country to date is one of the world's leading gold producers, and definitely it earns big from gold exports. The economy in South Africa mainly depends on private enterprises, although the state also participates in many ways in the country. The other sectors that largely contribute to the South African gross domestic product include agriculture, then there's forestry, there's the fishing industry, there's tourism, and also the manufacturing sector. And in case you didn't know, South Africa is the leading manufacturer of cars on the African continent. Well, that's South Africa for you. I hope you learned a thing or two about this beautiful African country. And in case you did, please do leave a comment and also let us know where you're watching this video from. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone so that they get to learn more about the African continent. Thank you so much for watching this video. Watch more here to learn about Africa.